Hi, my name is Marisela from the Center for Healthy Communities, and today's nutrition lesson will consist of a review of the MyPlate diagram and its recommended serving sizes of each food group, with an emphasis on fruit. I will also be discussing the importance of breakfast, so please follow along to the PowerPoint. Thank you.
MyPlate consists of 5 different categories. As you can see on the chart, there's fruits, vegetables, grains, protein, and dairy. We want to remember to use MyPlate as a tool to live a healthier life by increasing these types of foods into our diet. So for instance, every day we should try our best to make half of our meals fruits or vegetables. Half of our grains should be whole grains, which that's actually something you can check on the food labels and the back of your package to ensure that the product is in fact a whole grain. You'll also want to drink fat-free, low-fat, 1%, or any milk alternative that best suits your dietary needs. And fun fact, dairy also counts as a protein, so that's a good source of protein you'll be getting as well. And lastly, we'll also want to try eating more lean type of proteins. MyPlate also has a recommended serving size for each food group, but today we're going to focus on fruit. As you can see from the chart, the daily recommendation of fruit varies depending on a child's gender, age, and the amount of physical activity they usually take part in. According to MyPlate, you should be eating about 1.5 to 2 cups of fruit each day, more if you're physically active. And this is based on a 2,000 calories a day diet. Fruit has important vitamins and nutrients, like vitamin C, that help our bodies heal, which is why it's important we eat plenty of fruits daily. It's also important that we eat a variety of fruits, and by that I mean eating fruits of all colors. We like to think of it as eating a rainbow variety of fruits. You can eat fruits when they're fresh, frozen, canned, or in juice form, just as long as that fruit juice is 100% fruit juice and not artificial. As we've all heard before, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and we should all be eating breakfast every day. If you take a look at the Breakfast Basics handout, it's recommended that you build a balanced breakfast that consists of a good balance of carbohydrates, healthy fats, and protein. This provides you with the energy you need to get your day started and helps prevent over-snacking later in the day. So let's break it down. Carbohydrates are important because they provide fuel for our brains and muscles. These carbs contain important vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants that your body needs to stay healthy. Healthy fats help in numerous ways. They provide energy and essential fatty acids. They also help keep our skin healthy, enhance absorption of the fat-soluble vitamins, and play a key role in brain development. Lastly, protein is important in making us feel alert, normalizing blood sugars, and providing a feeling of fullness. As you can see on the handout, there are multiple breakfast ideas that meet these breakfast requirements, such as a fruit smoothie, whole grain cereal or oatmeal with nut and fruit toppings of your choice, or an egg muffin sandwich. Any of these choices would be great to get your day started.
Hi, this is Lindsay from the Kids Get Cooking program, and today I'm going to show proper hand washing, which is the very first important step to all food prep. So here I'm going to use oil to represent how germs stick to our hands. I'm going to rub it all around, everywhere through the fingers, on my wrists. Then I'm going to take cinnamon, and this represents the germs. Sprinkle it on and spread it around our hands This shows how germs can easily be spread throughout all areas of our hands. All right, so I'm covered here. Then this is a typical hand washing that we might do that is really incorrect. We put on cool water and quickly rinse our palms of our hands with soap. And as you can see, the cinnamon representing the germs are still in between my fingers and the back of my hands. So I'm going to show the proper hand washing technique. So again, I'm going to use oil to represent how germs stick to our hands. Spreading it all around, taking the cinnamon again and spreading it all around to represent how germs spread to all areas. Then I'm going to take soap, and this time I'm going to turn the water on to warm. I'm going to scrub my hands really well on all areas, in between my fingers, on the back of my hands, up my wrists. I'm going to do this for at least 20 seconds. We're going to rinse really well, again, rubbing down all areas, the fingers, the tips of the fingers, fingernails, and there we go. Hands are now clean, no particles of the cinnamon, which was the germs. Along with hand washing, there's some other important kitchen safety practices to follow. One is to use a clean spoon for tasting when you're cooking for other people. We don't want to spread germs by double dipping. We also need to ensure that our food is clean before we start cooking. We need to rinse produce in cool water, wipe off tops of cans, and check for spoilage. Make sure your ingredients don't look or smell rotten at all. If you have any questions about it, ask an adult or throw it out. It's better than risking someone getting sick. Now, microwaving is a quick and easy way to cook food, but it can be just as dangerous as cooking on a stove if we're not cautious. You must never turn on a microwave without any food inside, or with any metal objects. It can cause you and your kitchen harm. If you're heating anything pre-made, follow instructions on the package. If you're reheating food, it's best to start out with a short cook time and add time later as needed so you don't overcook your food. Only use microwave-safe dishes. If you're unsure if a dish is safe to use in the microwave, check out instructions attached to this lesson. You'll also want to watch out for any hot steam when opening up the microwave. To prepare for today's recipes and recipes throughout the course, we're going to talk about common measuring tools. There are two types of measuring cups as seen in the photo, liquid and dry. Liquid measuring cups usually have a spout and handle for easy pouring, and the measurements are listed on the side of the cup. Dry measuring cups come in different sizes for each measurement. For the most accurate measurement for liquid and dry ingredients, you must use the correct measuring tool. Measuring spoons can be used for liquid or dry ingredients. Now, there are tablespoons that are abbreviated TBSP and teaspoons abbreviated TSP. For all measuring, be sure that you closely read the recipe and that you're closely looking at the measuring tool. Using the wrong tool can really change the flavor of a dish. A teaspoon versus a tablespoon of salt is a big difference. Remember, we all make mistakes, but what is important is that we keep trying. Hi, now that we've gone over the different types of measuring tools, I'm going to show you how to accurately measure using a liquid measuring cup. So I've just got some water here. I'm going to pour it into the 1 cup line. But in order to ensure that it's actually at the 1 cup line, I'm going to get down to eye level to check. Now the water does a slight curving up the sides of the cup. That's not where you will want to look. You want to look at the bottom of that line before it curls up to get an accurate measurement. Now that you're ready to cook, we're going to talk about following a recipe. Today we have a banana blueberry smoothie, which Ayla is going to demo for us next. Before starting on any of the steps, it's best to read through the entire recipe so that you're completely prepared. Below the title, you usually see the serving amount, which lets you know how many people the recipe will serve, so you can multiply or divide if needed. Then there's the ready in or cook time. This is important so that you give yourself enough time to prepare the recipe. Next is an ingredient list. When you gather your ingredients beforehand, cooking and preparing will go more smoothly and faster than just grabbing ingredients on the go. Also, you can plan on making any substitutions for missing ingredients beforehand. Then there's an equipment list. Just like ingredients, if you gather your cooking supplies beforehand, you'll save time and energy. Next is the directions. Look out for special instructions like preheating the oven or bringing ingredients to room temperature, which you'll need to do before you start cooking. Sometimes there's a nutritional information section at the bottom of the recipe, which is interesting to read through to see what vital nutrients you're getting and what you may need to limit.
Hi everyone, my name is Ayla and I work for Center for Healthy Communities here in Chico. I'm here to provide you some easy and simple meals that you can make at home. You can have your little ones join on you or make it for yourself. So today I am going to be making a berry smoothie. It's actually a recipe that you can find on eatfresh.org, and then there's going to be some substitutions, but it's still going to turn out great. With the warmer weather, I figured a smoothie would be a good option for today. So what I have here is 1 cup of mixed frozen berries. I have a half a cup of almond milk that you can use any milk of your choice. We're gonna incorporate 1/4 a teaspoon of vanilla and a tablespoon of honey with a whole banana. Today I am using a smoothie blender, so it's going to work a little bit differently. A little tip that I like to do is to have your heavier items at the bottom of the cup with the liquids and softer items on top, so that when I flip it to blend, it's a lot smoother. But if you have a standard base blender, then I would do it the opposite way so that it blends smoothly for you. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to have the 1 cup of berries, and I have a whole banana here. You can have it really ripe or not. Another tip is to freeze your bananas ahead of time so that way it comes out cold. Okay. Then I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. The recipe calls for almond extract, but I do not have that, so I'm going to substitute it with vanilla. Here's 1/4. And 1 tablespoon of honey. You don't have to add honey if you don't want to, and depending if your fruit is enough sweet for you, but I like the taste of it in there, so it gets a little bit messy. Okay. And then I have the 1/2 cup of almond milk. I'm gonna flip it. All right, and there we have it. We have a berry smoothie. It's fast and easy. And it didn't take too long, and it's nice and thick. See y'all later and have a good day.